there, welcome back to my channel, Uniquely Reagan Handcrafted Cards. Today I'm going to make my craft roulette card for episode number 262. And the elements were to make a project, a thank you card, use elements of toast or bread, or use a toast, like cheers maybe, 1950 colors, and random brown paper. So what I've got out here today is a stamp pad from LDRS Creative called We Be Jammin', and I also have the coordinating dies for that set. I have the heart wreath stamps, and I think I'm going to use the thank you stamp out of this set here. I like that font. So I have the We Be Jammin' characters stamped out a couple of times, and I've been coloring here, just practicing with my colors, trying to find the color combination that I like the best. So I'm going to color up the third set here with you and then cut them out, and then I'll get going here on my card. So stick with me while I give this a color. According to the Kendra's Card Challenge number 18, and I'm using sketch number, let's see, this is sketch number 13, and this is what it looks like right here. And the great thing about Kendra's Card Challenge sketches is that you don't have to use the 6 papers to make all of the cards. You can use the individual dimensions to make individual cards, or it's a great scrap buster. You can go out to Kendra's Card Challenge and find this card sketch and visit her Patreon page to download it. And then if you want to submit your cards into entries for her giveaways, you can do that. Use the card sketch from Kendra's Card Challenge 18, sketch number 13, to figure out my design here. And I'm going to layer up this piece of cardstock on this paper, this orange cardstock, to create a little layer. So I'm adhering that down. And this paper here all of this came from the paper pad called Summer Road Trip, and it's from 2021 from Michael's Recollections Hot Buy paper pad. And I can see here that it's come from 2021, and it was called Summer Road Trip. So it's a neat little paper pad, and the little cars on this page here with the little tiny pull behind camper and this old looking car. Some of these look like old cars from the 50s or 60s. So, and the colors are muted too, so it reminds me of the 50s. So let me get these next two pieces layered up. This is a cute little cactus paper here. I'm going to layer this down. And then this paper here with it says Pit Stop, Snacks Ahead, Retro Cafe, the road trip. We're adhering this down onto the orange cardstock layering piece here. Okay, all right, so what we're doing is just kind of creating a little scene for our little guys to sit on. So in the card sketch, one of the pieces of paper kind of sits behind this layering panel that is crossways. It's not perpendicular to the back piece. It's kind of angled a little bit. So we're going to adhere this down first. And then after we get this second piece laid down, we're going to put the next one down. And on the card sketch, they are aligned on this right side and maybe about 1/2 inch or so from the right side edge. So as soon as we get it layered up, that's kind of what it's going to look like. And then we're going to trim off the excess of this large layering piece here. So let me get this glued down. And I can use my card mat here to help me find out where about 1/2 inch is. And I'm coming down about 3/8 of an inch from the top. Okay. And then I'll adhere this one down. I didn't need to go to the edge there, obviously. Get that glue off. Okay, so you can use your trimmer for this or a pair of scissors. I'm just using what I have here on my desk. And go to the back side. You can get close to the card front that way, and make sure you get a straight edge cut. And do the same here if it's nice and adhered. It really helps to make sure you're getting a straight cut. There we go. All right, so that's adhered down. Now we're going to glue the next one down on the top of this layering piece. It's going to be in line with this piece on this side. And it looks like there's about 1/4 inch spacing or so. There we go. That's enough. Yeah. Okay. And then I can pop my little guys up right here. So let me get some of my foam tape here. I'm using 3M foam tape that I have gotten off of Amazon, but if you have other dimensional foam tape, you can use what you have to pop things up with. I know there's a variety of different companies out there who provide foam tape, and there's lots of great ones out there. You use what you have, right? So I'm going to cut this just down a little bit so I can get that under the tail. Okay. So I'm going to put him over on this side. So looks like almost a little scene where maybe these two characters had been out on a road trip, stopped for a picnic out in the desert or somewhere. There we go. Tilt him at a bit of an angle. And let's put them on the front of the card here. That's what people did in the 50s, right? They went on road trips. You can take your bone folder and make sure that's adhered well. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to get our sentiment, and I said that I was going to use that sentiment set or stamp, thank you, from the Heart Wreath LDRS Creative stamp set. So I'm going to use a Stamps of Life ink pad called Sunset. I have a lot of orange in the background here, and so I think I want to carry that through with the ink pad and not just use a black sentiment. Let's carry that through. So let me get out so we can do that this way here. Let me close this up so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Stamp it a couple of times there. Press firmly, then hold for a second. And lift up. Let me do it a second time. It looks maybe like I shifted a smidge. There we go. That looks really nice. Let me do it a third time. Normally when I make these craft roulette cards, I like to make a second card. Or third. I'm coloring here. I colored all those images, so sometimes if I'm doing one card, it's easiest just to go ahead and make a couple cards at the same time. You have all your pieces out, and why not make a couple cards at the same time? So, okay, let's put our ink pad away here. And I'll put, this is a foam pad from the Stamps of Life. Just makes it easier for stamp extra bits of the orange cardstock that I'm going to use to layer up my sentiment on. So let me cut these out here. That's another thing that I do in multiples too, is when I'm stamping out sentiments, I have a drawer here that has a bunch of stamped, it's an acrylic tray,
and it sits right in front of me at my desk, and you can see it right there. So what I do is anytime I'm stamping up a sentiment, I go ahead and stamp or cut out a second sentiment so that I have it the next time I want to use it. It saves time. So if I had something already stamped in orange or a nice black ink and layered on an orange piece of paper, or I could have easily layered on an orange piece of paper, I could have quickly grabbed one of those and used that. So it's easy enough to grab any of the sentiments that I have. So I think that's a great time saver if that's something that interests you. Think about that. You can get these kind of acrylic drawers at the discount stores. Michael's, Ross, Marshall's, those kind of stores, or off of Amazon. I think they're really handy to have. I have another one on the other side of my desk that holds some die cut images, and I have that kind of same thing. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit wider, just under that. This layering piece is 1 3/4. So basically, once I get this layered up, it's going to be pretty close to that size. Oh, here comes Sophie. Hello, Sophie. Go lay down. Yes, go lay down. Go lay down. Sophie likes to visit too, just like Abby does. So I'm gonna glue that onto there and then cut that out. We've got all of the elements for Craft Roulette episode 262 covered. So I think I'm gonna stick that right there. Let me cut another one here. And I think if I make this into a little banner, small banner. That almost looks like a pretty small banner. We can exaggerate it more on the piece that we're gluing down to. Okay. So I will save these 2 sentiments and make another card, or I will put it in my thank you bin for the next time I need an orange sentiment that says thank you. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to, let's angle this just a little. We go that way, and then we can adhere that flush at the top, and it looks like a little banner there. There we go. Square. So that's kind of neat. These are from the Stamps of Life. So I like these small little blue ones, these color here. And we might just put them. There we go. I like that. That's cute. So here's our Craft Roulette card number 262. It's a thank you card. We have the 1950 colors and
then we have the bread or toast, and then also the brown paper. There's brown paper in the background here. There you go. I hope you've enjoyed watching my channel or considered subscribing. And come back and join me again the next time I create a card. I think maybe, let's see, I might go back to Kendra's card challenge number 18 and create some cards. That's some cards I need to make up for an upcoming farmer's market. So we'll see what we've got going there. And so I hope you come back and join me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.